So wonderful today to have all my friends and students and classmates to come here to help me celebrate 50 years of teaching. I started working since 1973, so 1974 was a complete year, and now it's 2024. So it's been wonderful. I've received a lot of help, and I am very grateful.
Music program, and the orchestra that presented here was the Great Wall Youth Orchestra. And how about a hand for them? I should apologize to Victor for making him run. Anyway, I wanted to bring up a person that has been very meaningful to the Great Wall Music Program and also the Purple Silk Music Foundation. I'd like to introduce for a few words our guest speaker, Dr. Eleanor Webb. She's the former president of the Laney College, and I met her and I told her today that I've attended her institution. I said after a couple of years that I had at Berkeley, I was a few units shy, and I said I have to go pick up some units, and rather than run up to Berkeley because I lived in Oakland at the time, I said I'll see if I can get into Laney and pick up some units from history or whatever else. And it was a history class, and I had a good experience there. And I said the first time I've been to a community college, and it was something that was gratifying for me for two reasons. I said I hate to admit the fact that I used your institution because I needed the units to stay current with my normal progress so that I wouldn't get drafted for Vietnam. But those units were well worth it because I learned something. And so on that note, I said to myself, I think we're very lucky to have a great public school system at the time, because I came from the Oakland public school system, and I I was able to go and attend university up the street, and then be able to come back and pick up units from a community college. And it was all very gratifying. I said we were very fortunate to have these institutions of higher learning and continual learning. And so at that point, I said to myself, I'm glad I met you. Dr. Webb, please.
I am so honored to be here. You are a reflection of the greatness of our community. You're beautiful. Sherlyn, wonderful. Wow. And you performers, you edify my soul. Brilliant, each one of you. Victor, you're a walking genius. We are all very fortunate. Today, this 300th day of the year, third week of the year, we get to reflect on the beautiful professional life of Sherlyn Chew. We get to honor you, Sherlyn, while you can physically witness our deep appreciation for you as a gift. 50 years ago, I think she was around 26. Actually, she was 25, so it was the year before. This remarkable woman chose to use her many talents to build. She used her mastery in music, 4 to 5 different language fluency, I don't remember how many, and exposure to diverse cultures to teach. Armed with the genius of her father and mother, she actively listened, observed, and otherwise engaged to understand the educational, the community, the corporate environments. She traversed intentionally, always focused. She applied knowledge and skills from others' experiences as well as her own. Efficiently, she learned that giving may be easy, yet exposing the gifts of others as well as her own, while being strategic, leveraging, and consistently expecting great results, independent of what many seem to believe were inevitable struggles or failures. She led beyond that, often initially to many folks' surprise. Sherlyn and the teams with whom she chose to work would succeed masterfully. I'm so proud of you, Sherlyn. I value your tenacity, unwavering care for youth, adults, especially their parents. I remember a number of conversations involving youth, and Sherlyn coming to my office when I was president, or Sherlyn calling me late at night or early morning. We need this, and I have the opportunity to always be able to say yes. Yes, let me figure it out, or let us figure this out. So I'm proud of you, Sherlyn, because you chose to lead at the local, national, and international levels in ways that a lot of us in this room may not even know. You are a gift, and I've imagined thousands of lives enhanced because of the elegance of the music shared as played by awesome youth and adults, and facilitated by key masters of select instruments and conductors of world-class training, who themselves are considered among the best on the planet. So intentionally, Sherlyn has thought about you, those of you who have chosen to share your gifts of mastery, and those of you who chose to learn how to play these beautiful pieces of art that reminds us of so much history. that we get to feel even if we don't understand. So those of you who are students now, who are leads, working with Victor, thank you. As Lady College President non emerita, I'm very grateful that I got to say yes. Yes, more financial support to help you and their parents. Yes, I'll be there. Yes, let's make it happen. I got to compliment the legacy of previous President Odell Johnson, a remarkable man. And some of you in this room knew him or know him. He's still remarkable. And I was honored today because I got to pick up his extraordinary wife, who has a long legacy in the Oakland Public Unified School District and beyond. Odell Johnson saw a great vision. He ensured greater diversity among our team at the college, honoring the diversity across our community. He forged with Sherlyn the first Chinese orchestra in higher education in the United States. To name a few gifts he gave to the college and our great communities throughout Oakland, East Bay, and beyond. So I'd like to close, because I could talk forever, some people know. Thank you, Sherlyn, for caring to be authentic, using your innate and developed talents for good. I am the Great Wall Youth Orchestra and the Lady Pop Band have emerged. Now thanks to your incredibly talented son, Victor Su. Definitely other states within the United States, cities in California, the A's, the 49ers, the Warriors have been, and many more, have been privileged to witness and feel the elevated consciousness that comes from the hyper vibrations and special forms from the facilitated instruments, students, and professional talents. So let us be sure, every one of us, that in our own special way, we continue to give, to invest, to ensure this elevated experience for all, for many people who have yet to be exposed. So gratitude, Sherlyn, for your 50 plus years of inspiring students and the rest of us as an educator. And on behalf of Congresswoman Barbara Lee, I am honored to be able to present the following. The Honorable Barbara Lee, 12th Congressional Congressional District of California, Certificate of Special Congressional Recognition presented to Sherlyn Chew. On behalf of the 12th Congressional District of California, I extend my heartfelt congratulations on your remarkable 50 years of service to Lady College, and I mean beyond. I'm sure she meant. Your dedication to the Chinese Orchestra has profoundly enriched the lives of students and community members, both locally and across the nation. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to this program and for introducing our communities to diverse cultural experiences. Wishing you and the Chinese Orchestra continued success in the years ahead. October 26, 2024, Barbara Lee, Congresswoman, Honorable Congresswoman Barbara Lee.
It's not fair to put me after Dr. Webb, and I don't know what else to say. Anyway, I'm Sherlyn Chew, and I used to work throughout the district. And then I went back to the State Chancellor's office in Sacramento, and I came back to Lady College as a dean. And I'm so honored to be invited here today to talk about Sherlyn Chew, my favorite. I've known Sherlyn Chew for 25 years after that, in 1999 when I came to Peralta. And she really impresses me a lot. She's always coming to my office, not because of anything, but because of all the beautiful students that are here, where she's always out there looking for opportunities, for performances, for money, and she's really good at that. And I remember one time when there was somebody who wanted to shut down this program, at Lady College, this orchestra program, and they did not know that I came from Sacramento and I know the Title V Act Code, and so they tried to say that Act Code says they're not allowed to do it. And so it was at a board meeting, and I was surprised when at the board meeting there were so many parents, Sherlyn, the parents, that protesting that they're not supposed to shut this down. And because I was at the state chancellor's office, I knew it's a little bit not allowed, but we were able to board it away, and the music is on till today. In fact, the board president and the board members were very supportive and said, no, we did not want to close it down. But there was somebody in there that wanted to close it down and try to remain at code, educational code, and I said that doesn't apply. So it was great that Sherlyn was very proactive with so many parents at the board meeting, which I was so surprised because I wasn't expecting that. The other thing that you don't know about Sherlyn is that she's very good at secret recipe of roasted peanuts. She tried to bribe me, but in a good way. She's good in a secret recipe. You should ask her how to make it, and I don't remember how you make it. But I remember Judy Huang and Tyler Thompson. I don't know the African American boy performed all over the place. In fact, if I am correct, some of the orchestra performed in Washington D.C., Hawaii, Nairobi, just remember that. Performed in White House and many other places, and she forgot about me, but that's okay. But I'm so appreciative that I could be part of it as the dean over Lady College, over the music program. In fact, we have the chair of the music program, John Rieger, and the choir band. So happy to see that.
My good friend Sherlyn, we flew from LA last night so that we can be here for this wonderful celebration. But Sherlyn, I think you may not want to listen too closely because I may be disclosing aspects of your life that you may not want me to disclose. So, but I'm here to share everything. I met Sherlyn in 2009 when I was asked to help coordinate a program in LA Chinatown because Sherlyn was bringing her orchestra at that time down to LA. They were booked into the fabulous Huntington Library and Gardens as part of their summer outdoor program. But having traveled from here all the way to LA, it was such a shame to only do one performance. And so Sherlyn, with her heart in the community, had asked, couldn't we arrange for some performances for the LA Chinatown community? And of course, we very happily did. From that time, which was 15 years ago, we have become really good friends. And yet, we're two really oddball friends because we couldn't be more different from each other. She, as you all know, is a gifted musician. Her pedigree goes back to her father, her grandparents, her previous teachers who all were famous named musicians in Chinese music.
Mr. Liu, who teaches plucking string. Ms. Pang, who teaches the Yangqi. So it's a team of people that I have working with me. I also wanted to explain why we are called the Purple Silk. So nobody knows the story, or those who know about it are not that familiar with it. And I want to take this opportunity to explain it to you. People ask me, are you in the fabric business selling material? And how did it become Purple Silk? Okay. So what happened was that my own music teacher, Sun Pizhang, passed away, and he had all these instruments inside the closet. So I talked to his wife, asked, what do you intend to do with it? He said, well, these instruments are the best that Taiwan has. But after so many years, where people are interested in instruments from China and not from Taiwan. And she said it would be a sad thing to, throw it out, get rid of it. But no one is interested in buying it. So I said to her, well, give me some time, and I will do what I can to raise funds to buy the instruments from you at the price that you had paid for it. And she agreed, and we settled on $4,000. Now, how am I going to come up with $4,000? Well, a very good teacher across the hall, Janice Kwan, she said to me, okay, I'll help you write the grant. And so she wrote one very successful grant to Marcus Foster Institute. We got $1,000. She wrote another one to Watson, and then we got another $1,000. And then I got a special teachers award was $500. And one of the faculty members said to the parents that we wanted to get these instruments, but we're a little bit short at the PTA meeting. All the parents got together and came up with the rest of the money. I borrowed a van from a friend, colleague, and drove all the way to LA to pick up the instruments. For you, driving to LA is a one-day trip. For me, it's 2 days. Yeah. Where you walk. Well, when I was a little girl, my parents gave me a nickname, and I was called Tingo. And I used to race with my younger sister, and she was light and ran faster than me. I could not let her beat me. So I would say, hey, sister, go there and look at this. And she would run backwards, and then I would win the race because I would move forward. So, I am known to be slow. I've received 2 tickets for driving too slow. It's called that's me, right? So I want to continue with, my story. So I had the instruments, and I was the 4th grade music classroom teacher. And in 4th grade, I taught my own students. And then across the hall was Derek McLeod, and he said, you know what? I know nothing about music. If I take your class for PE, can you do my music? He said, sure. And so we, did that exchange because Sherlyn can't even catch a ball because of my fingernails to play peepop. So then another teacher said, can we exchange and I'll teach your class whatever, and you teach my music. And I said, okay. And then before you knew it, there was a very smart principal who said, Sherlyn, why don't we just make you the music teacher for the entire school? So on a rotation basis, I taught all 750 kids. But then there's also the ones who will come to the top who are more able, and they're a little bit older, like, those who are 4th and 5th grade. 2nd grade, they're just really, really small. Their hands cannot play the instruments yet, on most of them. And you gotta give them growing time. So then I realized that I should form an orchestra. And I tried to form an orchestra with the older kids, and they were really good. But here goes the thing. I wanted to have it after school, but they couldn't do after school because they went to Chinese school. And then I know that it will not work out as a pull-out program, because if I pull them out from the class, the teacher's not going to buy in, because the teachers will have to reteach math or reteach whatever they were doing. So I said, okay, school starts at 8:40. And we rehearse from 8 to 8:40. That gives me enough time. And that's what I did. Which means at the time I was living up in Diamond Heights near Twins Peak. I would have to wake up like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, get ready, and leave the house by 6:30 so that I could be at Lincoln School, 7:40, tune up, and then the rehearsal will start. And that was every morning. Then we had the late Carol Kwan, who became superintendent of schools. And she said, let's build a feeder program so that these kids can continue their music lessons. And I said, okay. So then I was at Whistler, and then later I was at Oakland Technical High School, and I still had Laney College at night. And so what happened was that I was called the Moon Lady, because if you, like me, get up early in the morning, I see the moon. And when I'm done with Laney College, I see the moon again. So, and they went to different middle schools, and they went to different high schools. And I said, oh my God. Then I talked to Odell Johnson, and I said to him, what is the break-even point to have a class here at Laney College, or as a full-time position? And he said, 25 students is the break-even point. And I said to him, I will give up my weekends. If you hire me full-time to work here, I guarantee you 250 students. Luckily, he trusts me. And so we had 80 in the chorus, 150 in the orchestra, and that was already 270 maybe. So that's how the program got started, because I also had the Chinese opera class. So I have a lot of people to thank. All of you, all the supporters, all the foundations, and it's not just me. I happen to be the lucky one. I just talk to people, would you be interested in supporting such a program? And there were things that I was thinking about. It's not only being in Chinatown, but serving the community. So once these kids are at performing level, they go to senior citizen homes and perform for the elderly. Because during a time, there were the Chinese people were being attacked in Chinatown. Everything closed up at 4 o'clock. So then they did that, and they get to have community service hours. Now, how did it become from purple bamboo to purple silk? Okay, what happened is that when I had the children at Lincoln School, we were called the Purple Bamboo Orchestra, because bamboo is purple in color when it's very young and tender. They have to support each other as they grow, because it's a very thin plant. And they have to survive the dead of winter. We use it not only for musical instruments or building houses, we use it for tons of things. The hollowness of the bamboo stands for forgiveness. The note of each bamboo stands for character. Bamboo is also used for food, bamboo shoots. So I tell the children, I'm going to name you the Purple Bamboo Orchestra, because I want you to be supportive of each other as you grow. I want you to be forgiving. I want you to have character. I want you to be strong. I want you to be something very special, that you are going to be useful. You're going to give back to the community in which you live in. Therefore, you are the Purple Bamboo Orchestra. Then there was this very famous conductor, and he wanted to curate also a Chinese orchestra of professional people. And he said that he's going to name them Silk Road. I said, okay. So rather than create 2 nonprofit organizations, they took my purple and took his silk. That's how we became Purple Silk. That's how this whole organization came about. Next year, we will be celebrating our 30th anniversary. When I tell people I've been teaching for 50 years, they will look at me and they said, you don't even look 50. I said, I've been teaching before I was born. So a lot of these kids, they get college credit. And when they go out and perform, they get community service hours. I am very proud of them. From a very young age to how they stay here until they're 18. them very special, and I love them all very much. So I also wanted to thank our parents, all the foundations that has been supporting us, friends of the orchestra, and when I end up at Laney College teaching on Saturdays, I begin to have students as far as San Jose, all over. The furthest one came from Sacramento, and one adult came, and she was from Havana City. So it was a good move to be there at Laney College. I owe it to a lot of people to make this possible. Imagine if you had to pay rent or rehearsal space. I don't have to do that. I get a salary too. And the kids get college credit and community service hours. But thanks to everybody for your support, for all my students. How many students have passed through my hands? About 20,000. I've been doing it for 50 years. And there are people that really helped us along the way, and I'm very appreciative. Thank you very much. And we're going to start the next part of our show so that you're going to be here dancing and be happy.
And so I just wanted to come up and do a quick toast. If you have a drink in your hand, just raise it. I just want to say thank you, Ms. Chew, for everything you've ever done for me. Thank you for everything you've done for students before me. And thank you for everything you've done for students after me.
the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exception. I led each solid course, each careful step along my way, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times I'm sure you knew when I belonged more than I could chew. To think when there was down, I didn't know and get out. I risked it all and I stood tall and did my share of losing, and now as tears subside, I find so easy to think I will never and be not inside. Oh no, not me. I did my way. Oh, what is a man? What has he got? Is not himself, and he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not to words. Oh, but who knew? Lord, the soul, my soul knows, and did it my way. Yes, it was Miss Chew's way. Miss Chew! Thank you.
To my mom. Often people think my mom was born in China, Hong Kong, or Taiwan due to her expertise in Chinese music. But she's actually a fourth generation, and I'm fifth. Our family has been here since the Golden Age days. She grew up like any typical young American teenager in the 1990s, enjoying the music of Motown. Her favorite song is actually not even a Chinese song. It's a song written by the Temptations, written by Smokey Robinson. My mom is always in the mood to go to a Motown concert, especially if it's in Vegas. It includes fine dining, nice hotels, and gambling. Especially with my cousin. So if you know the next words of the next song, please help us with singing this.
Yes, guys. If you guys know the words to this song, My Girl, please don't be shy. Help us sing along, all right?
On a cloudy day, when it's cold outside, I got the month of May. And I guess you said, what can help me feel this way? My girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl. Ooh, so
Motown tunes, always great ones.
Nothing you could say could tear me away from my guy. Nothing you could do, 'cause I'm stuck like glue to my guy. I'm sticking to my guy like stem to a letter, like birds of a feather. We stick together, I'll tell you from the start. I can't be wrong with my guy. Nothing you can do to make me untrue to my guy. Nothing you can talk to make me tell lies to my guy. I take my guy, put it on, to you faithful, and God, you best believe I won't be deceived with my guy. And I don't think you know, my weakness is the greatest love, and man takes to be said. He's my little member of mine, oh, must be down there to hang my head. You're beautiful.
Once again, we'd like to thank Sherlyn Chew. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.